It is not always possible to have enough copies of popular titles for every patron who wants one. Using an online catalog to place holds for the first available copies, to reserve a copy for a specific date, and to help keep an ongoing list of students who have signed up for a resource, whether in person or online. An interlibrary loan and hold opportunity helps your patrons get the titles they want and need. I will be specifically working with Destiny Discover's Library Manager program. Your patrons may request resources from your library that are unavailable at the time. Placing a hold or reserve on the item can ensure that the patron receives what they inquired about. Placing a hold or reserve on a specific resource can be done so for your home school or throughout the entire district. Once inside Destiny Discover's Library Manager program, you will press Select, then Holds, and then you will see a screen like this. To select a patron, the librarian can either enter their name, enter their student ID, or scan their ID card. After the patron's name has been scanned or entered, you click the blue Go button. Depending on how you go about entering the student's name, you may receive a list of patrons with the same name, and you will need to find the specific patron requesting the hold. Once that patron is found, you press the Add Hold button in the bottom right-hand corner. This screen also allows you to see if there are any other holds on the student's account. After you have clicked Add Hold, you will select the button titled My Library to signify your home campus. Once your campus is pulled up, in the Find field, you can enter the title of the item you were requesting, and then press Go. From that search result list, you can click the title of an item that you were requesting and put it on hold. If you were choosing to put it on hold in the requesting section, you're able to select a specific time when you want the item. There are two options, as soon as possible or for a specific date. Both of the processes are similar in nature, but one requires an expiration of the request and the other requires a calendar to mark the date of the reserved item. This screenshot shows a list of approved requests of students who have items on hold. More times than not, this job is done by the librarian, the library aide, or even student workers. Some patrons that have appropriate permissions can place their own hold request. Once a hold is available, you can create a notice to let the patron know the item is ready for pickup. After selecting Reports, then Library Reports, underneath the section Holds, you'll click Hold Notices. There, you will be able to select a method for identifying the patrons in the Select and Sort By dropdown. Then, you enter a range in the To and From fields. If you leave the To and From fields blank, it will include all the patrons who meet the criteria you selected in the Select and Sort By dropdown. When you are done, you will collect Print Homeroom or display title for library materials to include them in the notice that you plan to send out. Make sure to type the greeting in the first message field and your preferred text in the field after the patron's name. There is no need to fill in the patron's name with an item on hold. There are two options of going about. You can print a notice or send an email notice. Again, both processes are very similar in nature, except the email notice does require a few extra steps and goes directly to the homeroom teacher. Once a copy of a requested title becomes available, you can check it out to the patron. After clicking Circulation, Holds, View Requests, you're able to find any available holds and reserves in the Local Requests section. Once you, as the librarian, have pulled the physical copy of the resource and placed it on the hold shelf, it is important to push the Hold Copy button. At this point in time, the title moves from the Local Materials section to be pulled to the Local Materials Ready for Patrons. Now you are able to check the available copy out to the patron. Once the copy has been checked out, the hold is automatically deleted from your request list and no further action is needed. Something specific to Destiny Discover's Library Manager program is that if an item in the catalog is set up as a part of a group of related titles, any copy of a title in a group can fulfill a hold placed on another title in that group. While this is not visible to the patron and shouldn't cause any issues, Destiny considers all copies of all titles in a related titles group to be equal candidates for fulfilling a hold request placed on any one of the titles in the group. Information on related titles appears on the title details page if it is within a group.